Hi guys, this is jerryteacup all the way from Finland, and you're probably asking yourselves, what's this guy doing? He's talking, he's not playing, and he's not singing. What is he up to? Well, at least he has a guitar there. Well, I'm going to address the subject of singing and playing at the same time. And this is something that I get asked about from time to time, and I decided this is a good time, as good time as any, to actually go down to it. And of course I want to extend my thanks for everyone who has complimented me on my ability to sing and play at the same time. Thank you very much. That's one of the reasons that I'm actually doing this and trying to sound like an authority on the subject. Well, let's cut down to the chase and get into the things that are pretty much crucial for, managing to sing and play at the same time. Obviously, the first thing is that you have to know the guitar part and you have to know the vocal part, and you have to know them both well, and you have to do them well. The problem comes with, how do you put these two things together without screwing it up? Well, on the screwing it up part, well, nobody wants to do that, but don't worry. The likes of James Hetfield and Dave Mustaine, they screw up their guitar parts and they screw up their vocal parts, kind of depending on which one is the most crucial, which one's the most crucial part for the song that they're actually doing. Well, what you have to do is you actually have to analyze the part a little bit to see where the vocals, where the syllables, and where the pick strokes, where they meet each other, and when do the syllables, when they get between the pick strokes, when there are two pick strokes on one syllable. And I think a good place to start is actually Blackened by Metallica. And you're probably thinking, whoa, that's a complex song. And you're right, it is a complex song. But when you come down to it, when you actually analyze the parts, you sing and play at the same time, you'll notice that it's actually quite simple. We're going to start with the verse part, of course.
Like it is the end, which a wolf was said, going out to sea, to security.
So what happens on Blackened on the verse, this is how the riff goes. Approximately how it goes. And you'll actually notice when you put the vocals on it that rhythmically, you pretty much have, one syllable for each pick stroke. Like this. Blackened is the end. Winter wind was sad. Thawing ice into obscurity. As you probably notice, the last syllable always, it tends to have two pick strokes, like this. Blackened is the end. That's before, the vocals, they all happen before, the spider part did. Blackened is the end. So you can pretty much, pick stroke and sing at the same time before you actually have to do with your hand. Blackened is the end. Or like this. Blackened is the end. Winter was sad. Throwing all you see to obscurity. Looks quite simple, doesn't it? Well, okay, it is. But when you actually sing in pitch and you play it at the full speed, it gets a little bit challenging. But what you have to do, you have to sit down and practice on it a little bit. Not always a little bit, but you have to do that. You sit down and sing and play at the same time just to get it to work, and finally you're gonna get to this. Blackened is the end, winter was dead, throwing out you see, into obscurity. Like that.
Never will it be, never.
And after that, then there's the part when you get back to the first riff of Blackened, like that. It's quite simple because, all you do there, you just scream, never! Like this. Never! And you just scream on it. Then we get to the chorus part, which goes like this.
Fire to begin with.
if you paid any attention, you actually noticed that all the pick strokes and all the syllables, they happen at the same time, aside from, one tiny part towards the end when you say color over blackened. So like this, the riff part is like this. With vocals. Fire to begin whipping dance of the death. Blackened is the end. To begin whipping dance of the death. Color our blackened. So what you notice there when I say color our blackened, there's actually two pick strokes on the last syllables of the word color. C. Color. 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 Color our blackened. And aside from that, there's one syllable from one pick stroke. So it's actually quite simple. And then we get to the middle part, slow part, where you're saying opposition, contradiction, premonition, compromise.
Opposition, contradiction, premonition, compromise, agitation, violation, mutilation, blinded eyes, darkest color, misted earth, to the
On this part, the vocals and the pick strokes, they don't actually mean, that much, but it's still not very challenging, because if you look at it, it goes like this. Opposition, contradiction, premonition, compromise, agitation, violation, mutilation, planetize, darkest color, blister, to death of life. That's pretty much it. But if you happen to be the one singing the backing vocals, and you probably wonder how that goes, well, that's even simpler, because the syllables, they will come right on the pick strokes, like this. Opposition, contradiction, premonition, agitation, violation, mutilation. Pretty simple, huh? Yeah, so that's Blackened for you, and that's how to sing and playing on Blackened. And that's hopefully giving you some kind of advice on where to start with it. And I do have to tell you that that's not all of the story, because if you go into something like negative tunes, then there's a whole lot more things happening. But I'm probably going to explain a little bit on that later. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.